listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
Hello everyone, my name is Ray, and today we're here to play some Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X, whatever you want to call it, HD Remake. This is the one for the PlayStation 4. I was waiting until I actually got control of the characters, you can see I do, to actually start talking. So yeah, like I said, new project. This started today. I'm actually filming it the day this is going up. I might film the second part today too, I'm not sure. I may or may not have time. Anyway, like I said, my name is Ray, and today we're here to play some Final Fantasy X. This is the HD Remake, this is not the original. The graphics are very much so improved from the PlayStation 2 original game, but the music is going to be the original. I have listened to the arranged version that they made for this game, and though I do not dislike it, I simply prefer the original. So, if there's any songs in this game that you guys like, just Google it, YouTube it, whatever, because they do have the arranged version if you prefer to hear that version, or if you would like to just hear the difference. The differences aren't super dramatic. Again, I just prefer the original version. But anyway, I'm not going to explain anything about the game right now. I'm not going to explain anything about the character. That will all come to fruition, come to the light, whatever, as the game continues. So, can I talk to you?
I've been a big fan of yours from the very beginning.
I won't let you down.
Thanks!
Yes, obviously you can tell our character's a little bit of a celebrity right off the bat. Oh, he doesn't have any voice for some reason.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Great as ever. Thanks.
Yeah, we're cheering for you. You're Jack's son. I'd be crazy not to cheer for you.
Not you, this guy.
The game tonight. It's very important.
How come these guys don't have voices? There's only 3 characters here that don't have voices. These ones, and then this guy, for some reason. Everyone else talks.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Now this is where we're able to change the name of our character. His name is Tidus, and some people say Titus, some people say Tidus. I say Tidus because in the first Kingdom Hearts, there's a character in that game that refers to this guy, and he calls him Tidus. He doesn't pronounce it Titus, so... I don't know. I usually don't do this, but, well, usually I don't change their names, but I'm just gonna make it Ray, why not? Because my name is Ray, so his name will be Ray, whatever. People tend to do that, I usually just leave it normal. I'm not really sure why I don't usually do it. There's no like, oh, well, I don't want it to be my name. It's just, I don't know. It just seems more natural if I leave the character as it is.
Good luck tonight!
And plus, Ray doesn't really fit this guy. I don't know, he just doesn't look like a Ray.
I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row! 5th from the right!
Got it.
So he's a bit of a playboy to some degree, flirting with the girls there.
No prob.
Please!
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3... Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
One thing I will give you guys a heads up, this game is very heavy on the whole religion and not religion thing. Not necessarily any specific religion in our world, just the concepts in general. One of the complaints a lot of people do have about this remake is if I press pause, it just does that. Now, I'm not going to skip any of the cutscenes anyway because I'm playing them for y'all to watch, but some people would have liked to have been able to skip the cutscenes. Those of us who have played through this game several times before, we've already seen all this, so us being forced to have to watch it's kind of annoying, I guess. And that would be his father. Unique name, too.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa, didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jecht Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jecht's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
So yeah, I was walking because that cutscene where Homeboy's talking, it's not really a cutscene, but the voice over the audio, whatever, takes a little while. These kids are supersonic! That's the third time they've run past me! But yeah, if you push the circle button, I'm playing this on the PlayStation 4. I said this is the HD remake, but I'm not entirely sure if I said this was PlayStation 4 or whatever. Some people may not know, but if you push the circle button or hold it down, you can walk. But there's not really too much use for it, but in my opinion, if you're going to listen to the whole conversation or whatever that guy just said, it's useful for this part. But other than this, it's not really useful. And there they go again for the 4th time. What the hell? Either someone was getting busy a lot, or those kids are just quicker than all manner of steps.
Make
Wait.
way. Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
Did she say anything else? Can I talk to any of y'all? Guess not. It is possible to get through there before he says the hey, let go of me thing. But for some reason they respect that he's gone through the barrier, even though they were following him and mugging him and all that other crap. But when he gets there, they just let him be. That's fine. That's fine. He looks a lot different. I'm not going to be 100% quiet during all these cutscenes. I hate that bird, by the way. I guarantee somebody heard that bird screaming and squawking in the background while I was doing that. Other side of the damn house still making all that noise. But yeah, so that happened. Like I said, I'm not going to be 100% quiet throughout all the cutscenes, especially since I've got subtitles on, so you can actually read what they're saying. But I do kind of prefer to just let that stuff kind of play out on its own. So after that nonsense, all of a sudden it's daytime, or well, it's a lot more light here than I think it should be.
What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I was waiting for you, fool. Are you deaf? Can't talk to any of these people? Move, woman. Nope. Alright, never mind. Moving on, I guess. Come on. Where'd Orin go? He did call him Orin, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. You'll notice that this guy moves awkwardly kind of a lot. And I hate this kid, by the way. He's just annoying. I don't actually hate him. I just don't like him. He's annoying.
What?
Don't cry.
For one, I don't really like his voice. Two, for some reason he seems a little condescending from time to time. We don't see him a whole lot, but...
What the? Huh?
So yeah, a little bit of a backstory, I guess. This is one of my top 5 favorite RPGs of all time, so obviously I planned on playing it. I'm actually really excited to get this game started. And all 5 of my top 5 RPGs will be played at one point or another on this channel. So if you like RPGs, you came to the right place. If you don't like RPGs, I guess you didn't come to the right place at all.
We called it sin.
Sin?
Yeah, he looks way different in the actual cutscenes than he does in the game. I don't really know why. Just to me, he just seems like he looks a lot different. I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to do. Or where the hell Orin got that from.
A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
Very impressive.
I hope you know how to use it.
And thus we are thrown into combat.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
So this is one of those games where you literally, some people akin it to kind of just deciding what happens in a movie, because you literally go through and decide what you do, and they do what they do. You see on the right over there, you've got my face, and then, well, I guess Tidus's face, and then Orin's face right underneath, and that indicates the, God, what is it called? The order of the turns that each one's going to get to go through. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. So I will go first, then Orin will go, then you have Monster B, Monster C, Monster A. Now that is important. You can press R2 and R1 to scroll through to see further down who's going to go, but it is important to note who's going first. Like, this is A, Sin Scale. And you can move it around to me, you can move it around to Orin. Be careful, because you can attack yourself. You can attack your teammates, and trust me, if you're not paying attention, you'll do it a lot. The red indicator is an enemy, green indicator is yourself / an ally, and of course it says up in the upper left corner, it's got help, it's got Orin, it's got Ray, and it's got A, Sin Scale, so it'll tell you who it is that you're attacking. Then you got basic attacks, you got skills, like Orin's got Power Break. I don't think Tidus has any right now. Circle to go back if you're not sure you want to do that. And again, you'll see, like, right now if I select item, Monster B and Monster C will go, but then Orin gets another turn before Tidus, instead of it just going to Tidus, then Monster B, then C. So, I mean, the actions that you take do affect the order of the turns. If I push right here, I can go to this menu here, We can change weapons, we can change armor, we can try to run. From here, I don't think we can run from this fight, that's why it's grayed out. You can change armor, but right now I don't think Auron's got anything else, and you can change weapon. Again, I don't think he's got anything else. If you're at the main menu, you push left, you've got another set of things that you can do, but that's not going to come into play for a little bit because we don't have any of those options available right now. This is the very beginning of the game. So, enough with that tutorial nonsense. Kill a monster. Overkill. Now that that showed up, I guess I can show you that. I don't know why this guy didn't go, but now that that showed up, that's a mechanic in this game. If you end up getting an overkill on a monster, you get, I believe, well, you don't get double the experience that you would get, but you get more experience than you would get, but you get double the items that you would get. So the spheres will be very, very important in this game. Just off the cuffs, even though you may or may not know what the hell that is. Say you would get power spheres from killing these guys. If you get 1 from killing them, if you get an overkill, you'd get 2 instead of 1. There are monsters and enemies later on that'll give you 20 of something. You get an overkill, you'll get 40. It's very important to get an overkill if you can. Yeah, see, we're not going to fight all of them. And notice, A is right here. He's going next. If I were to attack B, A would get an attack off. But since I'm going to attack A here, he's dead. He cannot attack. So we don't have to worry about him. Again, this is a tutorial level fight, beginning of the game type of stuff. So I don't even think that those guys would have attacked. Because as you saw it, what, B, C, D, and E or whatever were supposed to attack, but none of them did. It's literally the first fight of the game, so I don't expect them to allow us to die. And speaking of that, we technically have our first boss already. Now don't worry about the boss though, he literally cannot kill you. And I will explain why in just a minute. Like, he literally cannot. That attack he's using right there, Demi, that's a skill and an attack or whatever. Oh, I think Warren's going to say something.
Some can't wait to die.
Oh, he's such a tough guy. Overdrives. When a character's overdrive gauge beneath the HP MP gauge, that's the, I think I said MP, that's the literal yellowish bar that turns orange. The character may use a special unique attack once. Press left on the D-pad in the command window to use an overdrive. So again, everything else is grayed out because they won't allow us to do anything else. But from the main screen, push left, and he's got his overdrives. In his case, it's called Bushido. And right now he's only got Dragon Fang. And it'll show you that it'll attack literally everybody, which is a good thing. In his case, you're going to need to push a sequence of buttons to get it off. If you get Great, you'll end up going and doing more damage than you normally would. If you do not get Great, then you will end up just... It's not going to be a terrible attack, it's just kind of not worth it. But, like I said, the reason this guy can't kill you is because he has Demi and nothing else. Demi is a skill that takes 1/4 away from your current HP, not your maximum HP. You'll notice it did 193 to Auron right there. But I'm not going to use his overdrive just yet. If you notice that screen flash right there and the kind of increase in the tone, or the attack sound, whatever, and now you see Auron only lost 145 instead of 193. Those are critical hits. Those will happen quite a bit, and enemies can get those on us too. But like I said, you don't need to worry about this guy. The fact that he can only use Demi, that's his only attack, 108 to Auron this time. He literally can't kill you, so don't worry about him. Just attack him and just keep on going. You'll notice his tentacles, his hairs, his whatever the hell, his feelers, whatever those are slowly disappearing. And this is the Sin Spawn Amos, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. It don't really matter to me. Sin Spawn will also be very important and very frequent throughout this game. Once we get rid of all these little hair, tentacle things, then he goes away. Not a problem. All those little lights are called Pyreflies. I'm only telling you that now just for the hell of it. There's really no reason to. But you guys will learn a lot about them later on. Auron's running away because he doesn't care about us or our safety. But this right here is a save spot. Travis Save Sphere level 1. Stores a record of your travels. Also fully restores your party's HP and MP. So now we're fully healed. We're not going to save right now. In fact, I'm actually going to end this episode here. Kind of a weird place to stop, I guess. But there are some things that I need to do, and I don't have time to go any further because it's going to be not a long time. In fact, I think there might be a save spot within a couple of minutes, but I think this is a better spot to save than that next one. So, thank you all for watching. As always, my name is Ray, and I will see you all tomorrow for part number 2 of Final Fantasy X HD Remake. And I'm not going to do that like I did with the Wind Waker, where I say Final Fantasy or Wind Waker HD Remake part whatever. It's just going to be Final Fantasy X. But anyway, until next time, goodbye everybody.